They're back, although it wasn't always on the card. My Dying Bride's 3 decades of misery almost came to an end several years ago, following 2015's universally beloved Filled in Misery album. Vocalist Aaron Stainthrop's daughter, just 5 years old at the time, was diagnosed with cancer. Shocked and heartbroken, Stainthrop put all the band activities on hold while he and his immediate family and the My Dying Bride collective put all their energies into eradicating what Stainthrop called the cruelest of God's bitter and loveless creations. The high hurdles, however, didn't stop with cancer. In 2018, returning original member and guitarist Calvin Robert Shaw texted his departure, effective immediately. No reason was given or explanation provided to anyone. Then, just as My Dying Bride had regrouped after positive news that his daughter was effectively cancer-free, returning drummer Sean Taylor Stills departed right before the band was slated to enter the studio. Down 2 members, but feeling right as rain, My Dying Bride moved on, mastered the doldrums, recording the magnificent new album, The Ghost of Orion, to the joyful tears of fans across the globe in the process. The Ghost of Orion, the new My Dying Bride album, will be released on March 6, 2020 via Nuclear Blast Records. It's been a hell of a journey for them to get here, but it is here now, and basically let the doom wash over you. My Dying Bride are back and stronger than ever with an 8-track album that comes in at around 56 minutes long. Before the winding riff of the opening Your Broken Shore kicks in, it's clear this is going to be somewhat of an epic, a doom epic. Melodramatic, miserable, cold and dark, but layered with an inner beauty that is so reflective of what this band are capable of delivering. They've done it time and time again, and they're doing it again here. Having been available to listen to for some time, Your Broken Shore is actually a My Dying Bride classic already. A calculated doom approach that has sporadic highs. The melodious rhythm is shaken up by consistently startling heaviness, a track that conjures up the rain, wind and feeling of despondency. Without missing a beat, it moves into To Outlive the Gods. The crypt door is slowly slamming shut, the weight of it ensuring there is no escape. Buoyed by the thumping percussion, there's almost some energy to this track, but in My Dying Bride's very unique way. The powerful Tired of Tears, dripping with emotionally wrought riffs and a stirring vocal performance, makes this one of the album's best tracks. A focused effort, even as it sheds its skin and begins to drop deeper and deeper into the doomy mire, it is impossible to not be affected by its dark beauty. At the halfway point, we get a shorter, by My Dying Bride standards, number into solace and somewhat of a break in what we've experienced so far. Like a song played at a funeral procession, the glorious sound of the guitars, alongside eerie and light female vocals, delivers something truly evocative. Having made their way through the dreariness, My Dying Bride then emerged like heralds of the Reaper with the stunning The Long Black Island. An outstanding doom performance, encouraging the listener to turn and face their own mortality. It slinks and sneaks around the mind in such a way that it's almost hypnotic. A midpoint drop in slight ringing feedback, soft guitars, and a brief noise of a shaky drum cymbal is simply brilliant. Bookending the old earth with the 2 shortest tracks, first up is the quiet morose sound of the title track, which flows into the aforementioned number, scaling everything back for nearly 2 minutes of its 10-minute runtime. It's very light guitar strumming and echoing vocals, before it rises up with refined and renewed strength for a crushing penultimate effort, effectively the final track. My Dying Bride prove any doubt was wrong with a transformative and transcendent piece of music. Wow, simply wow. The short emotional choir singing of Your Woven Shore, the actual final track, is just an added extra bonus of darkness. The Ghost of Orion will be released on March 6, 2020 via Nuclear Blast. Make sure you check this one out. Make sure you do. And let us know what you think of it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on GBHBL.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/GBHBL, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?